I'm Farhana Marhum. So today we are going to discuss about the globalization. We know that globalization is a widely discussed topic and it is not easy to explain. So let's start for what is globalization?
Globalization is a process of interaction and integration among the people, companies, and governments of different nations, a process driven by international trade and investment and aided by information technology. This process has effects on the environment, on culture, on political systems, on economic development and prosperity, and on human physical well being in societies around the world. In a simple explanation, globalization means the speed up of movements and exchanges of human beings, goods and services, capital, technologies, or cultural practices all over the planet. What is the effect of globalization in education? The effect of globalization on education bring faster developments in technology and communications are foreseeing changes within school systems across the world as ideas, values, and knowledge, changing the role of students and teachers and producing a shift in community from industrialization towards an information. Globalization enhances the student's ability to acquire and utilize knowledge. Globalization enhances the ability of learners to access, assess, adopt, and apply knowledge, to think independently, to exercise appropriate judgment, and to collaborate with others to make sense of new situations. There are 8 types of globalization: the financial globalization, economic globalization, technological globalization, political globalization, cultural globalization, sociological globalization, ecological globalization, and geographical globalization. Positive and negative impact of globalization. First is give access to a larger market. Through globalization, countries and companies have access to a bigger consumer base. Instead of selling products in their country, a business can expand to other regions, boosting sales and in the process making more money. Number 2 is provide cheaper good for consumers. Because of globalization, a lot of companies are moving to areas where their cost of production is low. They in turn offer cheaper products because they are not expensive to make, hence lower prices for consumers. Number 3 is globalization lets countries do what they do best. For example, a country can buy cheap steel from another country instead of making its own steel. They can then focus their efforts on making other things they are good at, like computers, and export them to the countries they import cheap steel from. Number 4 is leads to better economies within many multinations heading to Africa to tap the consumer base in this part of the world. More jobs are being created, helping people in these countries get better wages and improve their standards of living. Number 5 is promotes world peace and unity. Globalization brings governments together so that they can tackle common goals together. For example, due to the globalization, world leaders have seen the impact of pollution and have resolved to tackle climate change together. Also, it is unlikely that a country trading a lot of products and services with another will attack it or want to go to war with it. Number 6 is innovation. The desire to make a profit has always been a spur to expanded trade, innovation, and the communication of ideas. The great ideas from leaders spread more easily. Number 7 is better quality and variety. Competition from different countries drives firms to improve their products. Consumers have better quality products and more variety as a result. Negative impacts of globalization. So first is causes environmental damage. Globalization has led to increased production for businesses in order to meet global demand. Increased production means more natural resources are used, and this can be used up before they are regenerated, leading to a negative impact on the environment.
Number two is causes fluctuation of prices. Increased competition means that businesses with the best prices win. Due to competition, prices are always fluctuating. For example, a country like the US has to reduce its price often to compete with prices for the same product coming from China. Number three is job insecurity. Globalization provides a double-edged sword when it comes to jobs. It creates jobs for people in developing countries who provide cheaper manufacturing jobs. For example, many companies are setting up in India and China because wages and manufacturing jobs are cheaper there. This means fewer opportunities in developed world.